Dyslexia. D to the Y to the L to the D to the Y to the S to the L. E. D to the Y to the S to the L to the E to the X to the I to the A. Dyslexia. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but if you have dyslexia, it turns out you're dumb. Obviously, I don't think you're dumb, but because of the way society's built and the fact that our whole school system and everything is really built on the regurgitation of information through written language, I don't think dyslexics get their oppression status in our society. Now, before you get mad at me, I'm not trying to say that dyslexic people are more oppressed than anybody who you can look at them and then like judge them off of that, because you can't look at somebody and go, they're dyslexic. But if you have to get to know them to oppress them or something, dyslexics have it just as bad as dyslexia. Dyslexics. I was homeschooled, and I remember my mom one day, after going through countless phonics programs, she sat me down and she looked at me and she said, I got off the phone with the scientists at MIT and they ran the numbers and you're stupid. You're dumb. They don't make them dumber than you. I was probably, I don't know, around 8 when that happened. And then a few years went by, mom homeschooling my other siblings, and they're just crushing it. They're destroying it. They go, what's that big word, mom? That's what it says. I'm so dumb I can't even think of a big word to make up right. Oh, the big word says this thing. Hey Marcus, what does this little word say? And then they would throw apples at me. When I was around the age of like 14, mom sat me down again, and she just tears full in her eyes. She says, I just got off the phone with the scientists at TMI, and it turns out that they got the numbers wrong. You're not stupid. You're not. You're broken. For people who say that dyslexia, it doesn't affect your life, blah, 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 blah. To you, I say, you didn't turn in a paper when you were in firefighting school about fire hoses and spell hose like the woman of the night and not hose like a hose for the whole paper. You didn't do that. I did. I did that, so don't tell me how much it affects your life in your dome state up here. You freaking piece of crap. It affects you. I'm not bidding. I did that. Oopsie. The reason I say dyslexic people are oppressed, and you're gonna say they're not oppressed. Again, all of our school system's built on writing and reading, and what you guys are thinking is, well, can't dyslexic people like teach themselves to read really well and like compensate by reading a lot and do that kind of thing? And to you, I say, where in America, most of us are lazy just like the rest of you, so I'm not gonna do that. So maybe get bent. The real ways that this affects society is people are dying because of dyslexia all the time. Have you ever been in a car? How many car things use words? And you're saying, stop? I don't know when to stop all the time. It's the octagon one. But how many one-way streets do you think I've turned down the wrong way on because I didn't know it said one way and killed somebody? People are dying because of dyslexia every day. I passed a bridge. Luckily, I managed to read this bridge. But let's pretend my dyslexia, I often make the joke, roundhouse kicked me in the dome piece. The sign for the bridge said, caution, narrow bridge. This made me angry, actually, because essentially what that sign says is, heads up, the next 100 yards, we did a bad job. You figure it out. The sign said, whoops, bad bridge, good luck. Let's assume I couldn't read that, and then I think the bridge is the same size on both sides, and I drive down the bridge, and I get the letters confused on the bridge, and I'm on the left side of the bridge now, but there's not even really size on the bridge, because the bridge is narrow. People die because of dyslexia, and I don't want you to forget it. Dyslexia has really torn apart our family. My brother, I've been best friends with for a long time, and we are making these fun, good comedy videos together where my brother would make me laugh and he would say, try to do a British accent, and I would go, would you like a spot? Or we would pretend to be Wolverine as a sad boy. That brother that we did all that work together with, you know what he did? He went, what's the one thing my brother can't follow me and do? I'm gonna talk about books. Those things full of hieroglyphics. Even though hieroglyphics are easier to read because they're pictures. He did me dirty like that. It freaking broke up our family. Nothing is more important than my family, and that's how dyslexia did me. So here's what I'm trying to say. That's why I say today that my ideal world and my ideal place in this world is combating the horrors that have been thrown into my life because of dyslexia. I kid you not, that no matter what I do, no matter where I go, I will fight this. I am no longer partisan to any political party. If somebody gives me a shout out or a nod or a tip of the hat or in some way acts like they care about me in any way, shape, or form, I will then be changing and realigning everything I believe in to fully pursue and create a better world for all of us not read boys. I also am here to say that we as a culture need to burn it down. No more books. No more books. Give me my brother back. No more. Boom, 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 boom. No more books. Burn them down. Burn them down. Burn them down. I'm Marcus Knipp, and I approve this message. Stay right there as I attempt to show off my dope, great bod and quite literally flex on you to make you feel self-conscious. Hey, thanks for sticking around. I really appreciate it. Hit the like, subscribe, and all of that jazz. It means a whole lot. Share a friend, comment. I don't have a dumb... Screw it.